All right, today we got a DWI in Texas. What you should never do when pulled over. All right, so what we got going on today is a live. So I appreciate everybody that's about to listen to this. Now, what we're going to talk about today. Imagine this: it's Friday night in Houston. You're driving home, and after dinner, you see those flashing lights in your rearview mirror, and your chest tightens and your stomach drops, and suddenly every choice you make in the next 30 seconds could change your life forever. What most people don't know is that one innocent move at a DWI stop can cost you your license, your freedom, and thousands of dollars, and you never expect to spend. I'm Ruben Restrepo, and today I'm going to tell you the things you should never do when you're pulled over for a DWI in Texas. Mistakes that could turn a routine stop into a legal nightmare. All right. So let's see here. Now, I've defended hundreds of DWI cases, from first timers to people filing felony charges. I've seen a bunch of mistakes, every kind of mistake in the books. And in this live stream, I'm going to help you understand the most crucial things not to say, maybe some things to do, and how to protect your rights. Right. And stick around for the most important tips towards the end of the stream. Subscribe now so you never miss any life-saving legal tips like this. Okay. All right. So what are we going to get to? Uh, Never say I only had a few. All right. So here's what most people don't realize: the words you use matter. Saying something like, I only had a couple of drinks, tell the officer that your body is processing alcohol, and it gives them probable cause or a reasonable suspicion to investigate further. When you're pulled over, you have the right to remain silent, politely give your name and identification, and stop there. Anything else can be used against you. Don't admit to drinking. Um, let's see here. Now, the next part where people get into trouble: too many drivers confess to drinking without realizing how that admission powers the DWI's arrest. Even if you feel fine, you're better off just saying, Officer, I'm not going to answer questions without my attorney present. Right? That simple sentence protects your rights and keeps the situation from escalating. Okay? All right, number three, never refuse your license and registration, right? Before I give you the solution, you need to understand this. In Texas, you must produce your driver's license, proof of insurance, proof of financial responsibility. They're going to see the registration. Refusing those documents can lead to other charges and definitely will give the what's needed to arrest you. Okay, the most lawyers won't tell you that the field sobriety tests are subjective and unfair. Officers watch for missed clues, unsteady balance, or even nervousness, right? Not impairment. You can politely refuse them and say, I'm not comfortable taking any test, officer. You don't lose your license for refusing, but you reduce the evidence that the state can use against you, right? Now, if they arrest you, that's a whole different story. Don't do the breath and blood without knowing the consequences. So, what does this mean? If an officer asks you to blow into a portable device or consent to a blood test, pause. Texas has implied consent laws, meaning you can refuse to lead. Your refusal can lead to an automatic license suspensions. But these situations have nuances. You should know them first. This is where a good legal strategy, right, that I'm going to walk you through with um, can help you to avoid these situations. All right. So, I've had clients that's been in these very real situations and they have been arrested. All right. So let me tell you about a client that I work with, right? Honest, good guy, had a good job, first time he's ever been stopped, right? He thought being friendly and what was good, and he admitted to having like 2 beers, right? Within minutes, guess what? He was cuffed, right? That one thing changed the entire case, right? It was crazy because they didn't even say that they smelled alcohol, right? But he said that and then ended up saying, oh, okay, well, he admitted to drinking, and that's what they ended up putting in there, right? Now, he called me. We were able to challenge a lot of what was going in there. However, he still was arrested, right? And those are the things that we're trying to avoid, right? Now, if we can avoid the entire situation, great. If we can't, and you're already arrested, and let's face it, if you're dealing with me, you already got arrested, and it's time to look at the whole situation. Then basically, we're going to fight every part of the case, right? We don't want to be saying, hey, we were drinking. Oh, yes, let me give you every kind of evidence that you need because I not only was I drinking, but also let me give you all of your sobriety tests. These things are very important, and you really want to be aware of this stuff. All right, so let me see here. I want to see if there's anybody has any questions. All right. Now let me see if there's any comments. I'm not seeing anything. All right, this was my first live. I don't really see anybody watching this, so I pretty much expected this. But if you guys want to see more, please follow me for more. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you.